How's it going, everybody? We're back with more of the Grand Adventure. More Grand Adventure. And we even have Batman again.
Batman.
Still Batman. Hashtag still Batman.
Who's going to be hunting for wonderful, wonderful vengeance, just like Batman.
Yes.
All the vengeance.
All the vengeance. Woo! Vengeance! Alright, so where did we leave off? If everyone remembers. Camping.
We were in the...
Yes,
we were in the white room.
We were in the... This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife.
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Alright. So, you're all asleep. What else do you remember?
That stupid demon again.
White room.
At least his voice.
Oh good, you're all back.
Double check that he can hear you.
What?
Hello?
Hello. Oh good, you're all back.
Is it in front of me?
Not currently.
I'm just gonna turn around and look around and just be like, come on, man. Last time I ran into you, a meteor got dropped on my head. Can we not repeat that?
Well, I certainly wouldn't want another meteor dropped on my head either. So I would really appreciate it if it didn't get repeated.
Well, why don't you leave then? Then we can both get what we want.
Oh, but see, it's not about what you want, unless you're willing to give me what I want. See, I'm not an unreasonable person. I just have certain demands, and I'll get them. One way or another.
I don't like this guy.
Oh, did you actually whisper that, or like in character, or?
Yeah.
Oh, but Broudran, you should love me. I can offer you Lord Kildrak's head on a platter.
I can find him without you.
But see, wouldn't it save you so much trouble, going through all his minions, going through all that other trouble? I can deliver you free justice.
But that's the best part.
Not
going
interested.
through the
best part, I will get revenge without your help. Thank you.
If you're going to be this difficult, I suppose there's no hope for the rest of you either. He looks around.
You got a meteor to drop on my head. You can go fuck off until I get a hold of you myself in the real world.
And who's to say that this isn't real?
Who knows? I certainly don't.
After all, after you got that meteor dropped on your head, were you not still injured?
You realize that implies that we could attempt to injure you in here, correct?
Oh, you could try. Try is definitely the operative word.
I'm going to attempt to mentally contact Godric if I can. Forcibly.
Go ahead and roll insight.
And you roll a 1.
No, I don't roll the best I could either.
You're kind of having a little bit of trouble starting it. You can feel like there's something trying to connect, but it's not quite getting through. You're not sure what's up with this place. Feel free to try to contact your gods. Insight from all.
I probably. Oh shit!
Oh, she manages to get her buddy. We hope.
I hope.
Broudran and Ganel, you gonna try? Yeah, yeah.
Broudran, however, fails miserably. What the fuck?
Them ones.
Well, at least we get the trap-obsessed one. Maybe he'll come with, like, some sort of spell-based bazooka.
Do me a favor. Broudran and Ganel, roll another d20.
You two, Broudran, you're gonna get us killed.
Wait. Pay respect.
Yes, press F.
Press F to pay respects. Oh, okay. You two are having absolutely zero luck. You try to connect, and then you hear something else. Doesn't seem to actually be any type of mouth movement or anything, just, oh, it's so cute that you're trying.
Can we even see this dude anywhere?
Oh yeah! He's right in front of you when you turned around. He's just sitting there. Kind of lounging about. Grum. You try to forcibly connect to Aruku. New Arcana, who dis?
Wait, is that Aruku talking?
Yeah, he's just like,
Who that?
who dis?
Aruku! Come here! This demon guy is right here, trapping us all in this room.
Wait, what? Where are you? Hang on.
I'm in a white room. I'm with my friends. We're dreaming at the same time. And this guy is just taunting us.
I'll try to come help. I have to figure out where you are
don't
first.
Drop a meteor on me.
How would I drop a meteor?
I don't know. The last time this happened, a meteor got dropped on Rannick.
I'll try to get there as soon as I can, but it's going to take a little while to figure out where you are and get everyone else there. Just hold out until then.
All right.
It appears that we're at some sort of standstill, because we're not going to give you what you want, and we're not going to take anything from you in turn. So where do we go from here?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Ganel.
Last time he tried to force it, that's how I got the meteor on my head.
Mind you, he's a fair distance away. Like, it's kind of hard to judge because everything's just kind of, like, white. Like, even the furniture that he's sitting on, you're pretty sure he's sitting on something. It's all just white, so it all kind of just blends together. But he seems to be about, like, 150, 200 feet away.
What did you do to Ariza?
I did absolutely nothing.
I'm making an insight to see if he's lying.
Go right ahead. As far as you can tell, he's not lying. She simply accepted my offer, and I'm going to give her what I promised. See, I'm a legitimate business person. I'm so kind, so giving, provided you give me what I want. Now then, since it appears that you are not as amicable to any of my requests, I suppose we'll have to do this the more difficult way.
How wide is this room from side to side in front of me?
You can't really seem to tell. As I said, it just all looks white. You're not sure where the wall actually is.
Or the ceiling, correct?
Yeah, it seems just kind of like a weird white void.
Everyone stand your ground. Our gods are gonna come here. any second now.
I'm going to cast Blade Barrier in a ring.
Blade barrier in a ring?
Yeah, so I can either do a 100-foot long, 20-foot high, 5-foot thick wall, or a 60-foot in diameter, 20-foot high, 5-foot thick wall. So I'm going to center the diameter on us, so it'll be 30 feet out around us will be a ring of blades.
Oh, see, I knew that this would get interesting. Now, sadly, I...
And I'm just gonna let everyone go. By the way, don't touch the spinning razor sharp blades, please.
Please no touchy the blades. Oh, and it would appear that my actual like restream chat does not want to work properly. So hang on, we're gonna fix that up. Boop. 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 There we go. That should fix it. Hopefully, anyway. Friggin' OBS. Okay. So you got the blade barrier. Oh, good. This is going to be so much fun. He kind of seems to just wave his hand and a portal appears behind him and a rather large, angry-looking red-winged thing just pops up.
Broudran, if it gets through the barrier, it's all yours.
We're going to play a little bit. Go on, enjoy yourself. Just don't kill them, I need them alive. Just seems to start walking forward. You can feel it from that far away. It's starting to, like, shake the ground.
So we have 3/4 cover behind the wall. I don't know if it gives him cover as well, technically. Although technically he's behind it on the other side.
Yeah, probably. But Ganel has sharpshooter, doesn't he?
I do.
Doesn't that pretty much ignore all cover?
Pretty much.
Except full.
You should not have shot
Hey,
it.
Ganel, start shooting it, please. Broudran, Grum?
I guess I could shoot it. I get Conjure Valley.
Not until it's within range.
That's true.
It's quite a bit away. When it starts to come through the wall, or it gets close enough to the wall, you drop the volley on it.
It's probably about 150 feet out.
Just take some naughty shots at it until it gets here.
Alright, go ahead and take the shot. Hit the lever!
Go crit!
Let me pull it up real quick. Come on. I know you're around here somewhere. There
I'll
you
just
are.
make concentration for now on my barrier.
No. The blade, or the barrier kind of seems to interrupt where you think the shot should go. You thought you had it calculated out, but doesn't seem to do anything.
I'll take as many as I can until he gets here, of course. So that's up to you.
Let me see here.
Broudran, Grum, if that thing gets through the barrier, you two run up and start smacking it. Got it?
Oh. I ready.
I'm gonna just Conjure Valley at it.
Unfortunately, as long as I'm holding the barrier,
It's
I can't
150
use
foot range.
the bead. Well, once he's within 150 feet, drop the volley.
Okay.
Which one is it? There it is.
And
Okay.
you might want to animate some coins.
So after you attempt to take a shot at it, he kind of seems to just stop for a second. The big one kind of just slams down his giant mace, and another portal pops up. And there's these weird looking things that spawn out. There's like 4 of them that just come out of it, and they seem to have like all types of weird blades on like a beard.
Is your stream down?
I don't think it's down. Why?
Yeah, it went down.
Did it? Oh, it's still running for me.
Let me refresh. It came up saying an error occurred.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still running for me, so I don't know.
It's running for me as well.
That's really weird. I think your internet's being dumb, Clay.
Probably. It's pouring rain, so.
Yeah, that would do it.
Chat's still working though, that's fine.
Yes! Okay. So yeah, weird bladed beard people things just spawn out of the portal and start moving towards you guys. They get about... they're probably about like 90 feet out right now.
Should I use Wall of Stone?
Volley on the 4 of them if they're all within range.
What's the range on volley?
150. Fucking hit.
Lose him?
Apparently we lost Grum. I don't know about Claybay.
No, I'm still here.
We lost Grum
I think
somehow.
she hit the wrong button.
Ah.
No,
That would
it's
do
for
it.
some reason it's kicking me out.
It's kicking
Yeah.
out, huh?
Roll20's kicking her out. I'm watching it.
That's weird.
Internet not good enough. Me smash puny computer.
Well, it's
I
not
think
the
it's
download speed.
it's my what's that? My keybind.
Oh,
Change it.
It's her keybind. Or push to talk.
It's 150 feet.
Okay, so yeah, they'd be within range. What's the zone that it makes?
Let me pull it up.
Oh my god. It's gaming.youtube that was breaking for me. I go to regular YouTube and your stream works fine.
That's weird.
Yeah, Jan, just if you want his stream up, just take out the gaming dot at the front.
Ah, okay, so yeah, you should be able to hit all 4 of them. It must make a
Pepper.
dex saving throw, eh? Do 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 do.
Alright, let me do it then.
Do it. Just do it.
God, look at those fucking wands! What crappy roll is this shit?
C'est la vie! Alright. So, you managed to hit pretty much all of them. One of them seems to be avoiding the majority of them. But they're definitely hurting. Ganel, feel free to take a naughty shot. Anyone else who hasn't gone yet, feel free to do some type of ranged attacks. You're going after the big one, or you're going after one of the little ones?
Big one.
No dice.
I didn't figure.
Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm actually considering, so 1 second.
I'm gonna animate
Also-
some objects.
Yeah, well, in this round, Grum. You already did something this round. That's why I'm like, anything else in this round? And yeah, when you do the Conjavali, the big one the one in the back is just kind of like, yeah, so fascinating. It's good to actually see it in person, you know? My master's going to be so pleased. So pleased.
So the little shits,
Yes.
they're within a 20-foot radius circle.
Yeah, if you send it on like the center, you'd be able to hit all four with like a 40 diameter.
Actually, it's only a 10-foot radius, so 20-foot diameter.
You'd be able to hit about like 2. Well, you'd be able to hit like 3.
I'm going to use my once per day flame strike. I have it as a spell, but I might as well just use regular.
Yeah,
flame
may
strike.
as well.
Yeah. I have it as an ability, so.
Go right ahead.
That's not terrible. DC 16, dex save for half. Because that doesn't require concentration. Yeah.
Okay. Most of them are getting pretty beat up. The fire doesn't seem to bother them all too much. But that radiantness is fucking tearing them to shreds. They're hurting. They're still coming though.
And now start shooting those.
Broudran, were you doing anything?
No, sir.
Okay.
Broudran, do me a favor, actually. I'm saying this in character. I'm going to say, Broudran, get, like, within 10 feet of the barrier between us and them. So when they walk through it, you can start hitting them. Or using your wind to shove them back into the barrier.
Yep.
Oh, trust me, that's going to hurt when they try to walk through it.
Speaking of, you said it was 30 feet out from you?
Yeah, 30 feet in all directions. Laterally.
Those 4 little ones start spreading out a little bit more and are basically like right on the edge of it. The big one kind of like spreads its wings a bit and starts flying up into the air towards you guys to try to like get around that barrier, as it were.
Well, it's 20 feet high, so...
Yeah, he's pretty high.
That's fine.
And... Where are you? Everybody make a dex save. Because you're all pretty close together, yeah?
We haven't moved, I don't think.
So yeah, you're all pretty close together.
Well, at least it wasn't a 1.
At least it wasn't a 1. Wah, wah.
And if I'm lucky, it's fire-based, and I'll just laugh at it, whatever it is.
Okay. He kind of flies up into the air and just summons a giant ball of fire and like chucks it down into you guys. Ganel, you managed to get the hell out of the way and like pretty much hide behind Vranik. Because you know what his armor does.
And my cleric domain. I have it in 2 layers.
Everyone else fails and is taking...
Well, I'm still gonna only take half, so that's fine.
21 fire damage.
So do I have that, or is that half?
Yes,
already?
you have that. So it'd be 10. Ganel, I believe you take nothing?
Evasion.
Yep.
I'm gonna look at the big one and go, really? That's the best you can got.
Oh, this is going to be really, really fun. All right, take your pop shots real quick, because we all know you got pop shots. Which one are you shooting at, Gano? By the way,
The smaller ones.
Okay. You do manage to hit one of the smaller ones pretty much dead on in the chest, and he kind of just falls back and keels over. Grum. Or Brannick, whichever one of you two wants to do something.
The one up in the air. How high up in there is he?
He's probably about like 30 feet up, about 120 feet out, roughly. Or 90 feet out, sorry. 30 feet up, 90 feet out.
I think Grum was going to animate objects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no, how many do we have left?
There's the three tiny ones
three.
and the one big one. Plus,
Problem is the three tiny ones are on the other side of a barrier.
Yeah. Plus the big one that's just kind of like lounging about. Seeming very, very, not really disinterested, just more like, oh, this is neat. So who's doing what?
Oh, I'm just probably gonna wait until they get close.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to see what I can do. I don't want to waste my elemental weapon just in case, you know, a Ruko comes, you know, crashing down like the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah!
Oh
Yeah.
Grum, do me a favor and keep an eye on the big one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
If he
Which big
lands,
one?
hit him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna just stand ready with my axe.
Not Mr. Smug Smugs.
Okay. So you're just gonna stand ready with your axe. Are you doing anything, Brannick?
I'm just gonna hold the blade barrier.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move closer to the blade barrier as Brannick instructed.
Stay. Because if we can get them to come through it and they survive it, and you knock them back into it with your gust, it'll shred them.
Yep.
We can ping pong them.
Okay. So you're all getting ready, and they start seeming to, like... They're kind of at an impasse of what to do about this blade barrier, but they know they need to get at you, and they seem to be contemplating that. The big one seems... What?
I'm going to the three little ones, I'm going to go, oh, come on, you little bitches. It's just a little barrier. I thought devils or demons or whatever you were actually had a pair of balls between your legs.
The big one seems to be, like, shouting commands and stuff like that. And then, all of a sudden, there's a very, very loud, like, cracking sound. Just...
All right.
Crack! Huh? What was that noise? One way in the back looks up.
Oh, did you not expect that?
Oh, it gets better. Grum, make a dex save.
Oh, dear God.
Oh my god. And then I roll one.
No,
No.
you didn't roll great either.
I rolled badly. Yes, please press F to pay respect to Grum.
Hey, Shell.
Press F to pay respects to Grum. All the respects.
Yeah!
Man, I didn't even get to shred it.
You hear a lot of, like, rumbling and cracking And make a perception check, just everyone, to see if you can figure out where it's coming from.
Yay! Yes!
Okay. Anyone else, or does anyone not? Or does anyone care?
Yeah, I'll take one. If I hear the cracking, fuck it, I will.
Oh, you hear the cracking and the kind of crumbling because there's not really much else sound-wise other than these things. So
I'm gonna mutter, I'm gonna say, this is one of those times I wish I spoke like Infernal.
yeah.
I can't consult them
So
properly.
Grum and Ganel, you hear the like crumbling and cracking noise, and you can tell it's coming from up above you. You both kind of look up, and there's just someone diving straight down right above Grum. Grum is unfortunately too surprised by this fact to get out of the way.
Wait, what's coming after me? Oh.
You suddenly get landed on. How does that say? Ganel, you see what would appear to be a halfling in pretty much full plate just dive kick Grum into the ground.
Alright, go out of nowhere.
Gah!
When that happens,
Grum,
when
take
he's gonna
42.
be like, Jesus!
Yeah, take 42 bludgeoning damage, and you are currently prone.
My God, she's broken in half!
By God, she's broken in half!
42 bludgeoning, and you were not raging either.
No, I wasn't raging.
I'm here! Oh. I misjudged that.
Good think.
I'm just gonna look over and go like, really? You couldn't hit the giant red one.
That's who I was aiming for. You know, it's really hard to actually see in here when there's no opening, and I have to do it based on connection to her.
You promised no meteor.
That wasn't a meteor. Believe me, Grub. Wasn't a meteor.
That wasn't a meteor.
Nope.
Oh
No, Grub.
God.
Nope.
I'm about as sturdy as a meteor, but I wasn't a meteor.
I'm just gonna say, well, Aruka, I'm holding those ones off with the blade barrier, but
The others should be here soon. I'm sure you can handle these little ones. Now, where is... Oh, there he is. Oh, good, you're here too. What, you didn't want to bring your little friends this time? You know, that was rather foolish. Particularly when I could. And he kind of seems to just disappear into the floor and pop up right behind Aruku and just grabs onto him. When I could just do this. You're in my realm now, little one. Anyone going to do anything against big, weird demon guy that just showed up next to you? Ganel's like, yes, yes please, yes please, yes please.
Shake
him in the kidneys!
Hey Alex, and yeah, there's a lot of story to catch up on. This is part 24. Go ahead
I
and
think
roll.
Rome probably wants to stand up and smack people. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake!
Roll another d20!
It's
No.
2 to 9.
And Omni
No, there's no magic in here to take a shot. No.
Please hit me. My armor can take it, and I've got plenty of hit points.
Alright. So you go to like sneak up behind and stab the weird devil general like in his back. And his tail kind of just flips up and breaks your short sword in half, and he just turns around. Really? Did you really think that would work? I literally just teleported from across the room, and you think I don't know what you're doing? Really?
I can't say anything to that.
To take an action?
What was that?
I have time to take an action?
Yes, yes you do. Pretty much everyone is going to get one.
I'm Spirit Guardians at 8th level, which will drop the blade barrier, but create a different barrier anyway.
Yes, Shell, the Devil General, whom you have decided to give your power in exchange for things. So what are you going to do, Vranik?
I'm going to activate my once per day Spirit Guardians right where I'm standing.
Once per day Spirit Guardians? Did I give you Spirit Guardians?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I did. That's right.
Spirit Guardians.
That's right.
That's a spell I normally can cast anyway, so hopefully it doesn't blow back too much.
Yeah, it's a 5th level version, isn't it?
It does 8d8, so it's like an 8th level, I think you told me.
Yes. Is it 8d8? I think you're right, yeah.
Oh,
That's what you told me, it was like an 8d8.
Yes, that's right.
Radiant.
8th level. That is right.
Yeah, so it's 8d8 radiant.
Yep.
Yeah, I might lose the blade barrier.
The blade barrier does indeed come down when you activate that. Also, go ahead and give me a... Where are you? Note. Ah, yes. Give me a con save.
Of course. By the way, as long as it goes off, I'm designated Aruku, and the rest of my team to not be affected by it.
I figured.
Also, it's only going to cover 15 feet out from me, so... Little shits can get closer.
You take about 36 psychic damage. As you kind of feel like a little bit of your, you almost feel like a little piece of your, like, entire being just got torn to shreds.
That's what it takes, and that's what it fucking takes. I am surrounding everything within 15 feet of me. It's now suddenly got a bunch of, like, reddish little dragons spiraling about out of me. And,
Yes.
Big Laughing Boy needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, isn't it at the start of his turn? I could swear.
Yeah, when his turn starts. Yes.
Yep.
Means even if he gets away from it, he's still gotta take it. And it's radiant damage. Also, his speed is halved.
And what's your spell save DC? Just so I know.
16. So he's either gonna take the full 8 or half.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so you all just suddenly saw the blades drop, and then like 15 feet out, it's just now covered in tiny spiritual dragons zipping around everywhere.
Broudran, are you doing anything?
Hey, Broudran, they're all yours. Go kill them.
Which one's the closest to me?
Big demon, or big devil guy. The one who just teleported. He's technically the closest. Or no, wait, you were up by the blade barrier, right? That's right.
Yep.
So, there's like 2 of them about the same distance. One's like 10 feet, the other one's the other direction, 10 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna go to one, and I'm gonna swoosh it.
Swoosh! Yeah, you swoosh it. It kind of keels over. You chop its head off.
If you still got movement, you can reach it. You can get to the other one. You have 2 attacks.
He can.
It's true. Can I reach the other one?
Kinda. They were at, like, angles, so you can kinda manipulate the angles. However, second swoosh misses. It manages to deflect you with its glaive.
He's alright. I get him next time.
Actually, you get 3 attacks now, Broudran.
Oh, Jesus.
Before I take another bite of my shawarma.
Shawarma! Okay, yeah, you managed to catch it with swoosh number 3 and drop it down.
Yeah, I'm eating a shawarma.
Shawarma!
We're gonna need
Okay.
to get Ganelle a new sword.
Got another one.
I will use my broken sword. -5. That's how I'll know. Alright. Grum,
Yes.
you can try to get up if you'd like. It'll be a little bit harder because you technically have a Devil General and your god on top of you.
Wait, they're both on top of me? Oh!
He
man.
landed directly on top of you. And the other one
man.
just...
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get up. I want some of this action.
Okay, are you doing anything before you try to get up?
I'm gonna be raging.
Okay. Are you doing normal or frenzy?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You going frenzy? Okay.
I'm gonna frenzy.
All right. So go ahead and make your athletics check to try to get them the fuck off your back. I already know what Ganelle's probably typing. Or I probably do anyway. Ah, I see.
You merely adapted to these powers.
You merely
defeated
Hang on here. You merely adopted these powers. I flourished with them, trained them, molded them. You will all suffer. All right.
Bane their party.
Well, we might have Bane Devil later. Alright, you managed to kind of like muscle up and like push them off. Which, actually...
Yeah, they may get knocked over. That's pretty fun. I'm just watching this, by the way, while I'm concentrating on the little dragons the whole time. I'm just really this is a clusterfuck of nonsense.
Yep. Grum, you push them off, and it doesn't cause the like devil to fall over. It does kind of like off balance and get pushed back a bit, but Aruku is kind of like grabbed onto the hand and is like prying it off. So you can try to take a swing if you so choose. One
Yeah.
swing. Single attack.
Ah, shit.
No dice.
Dice.
No dice.
Getting the
Wait,
large people
do
off.
I get a bonus action?
No, you used your bonus action to rage.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck.
Grub did no smashing.
No smash.
No, Grum, no smashing. Alright. Big boy up top. Just he kind of flies in a bit closer. Also, go ahead and roll your damage for the little demon things. I already rolled his save earlier, but roll the damage. Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Welcome to my world. I hurt people.
I hurt people. But everybody make another dex save.
Would you stop doing that, you giant fuck?
He's pretty close, but he's still just conjures up another giant ball of fire and like chucks it down at you guys. Everyone but Ganel takes 36 damage, and then Vranik, you take 18.
Which is half of 36.
I'm not with them, am I?
Fireball's a very big explosion.
It is a pretty big explosion. I think it's like a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, so it's 40 foot across.
Yeah. Which you would still be well within range of.
Okay.
When you find out Virus is actually the Joker. You want to know how I got these scars?
Well, when my turn comes around, I know what I'm doing.
Yes, please. Keep me here.
So what, 36 you said?
Yeah, you take 36 fire damage.
Are we gonna die?
Nope.
Ow.
Lay ow. Alright.
Well, once my turn comes around, I'll help.
And that'll work. So, after the fireball goes off, Aruku seems a little bit singed, but he's managed to, like, pry the devil's arm off enough that he can actually, like, fall down, and he just keeps hold of the arm and, like, chucks him over his shoulder. So now the Devil General's prone.
Is he still within my 15-foot range of spiky things?
Yeah, he's still there. I suppose this is to be expected. You always were the strong one of them, weren't you? At least in physical stature.
Who's up next then?
Let's see here. Okay. Sure. That'll work. So, out of that, like, hole in the ceiling, at least you think it's a ceiling, it's pretty high up. Go ahead and make a perception. Just literally everyone.
Oh, god damn it! Broudran, I need you to stop focusing on your swooshin'.
Broudran swoosh demon!
Broudran's probably just right now imagining that each demon is Lord Kildrak and he's just systematically murdering them.
Apparently.
It's cathartic.
But, Grum and Ganel, you kind of notice this. You hear a couple of, like, strange sounds.
What?
You hear a lot of, like... You hear almost like a weird blowing sound, like just kind of almost whistling.
Oh, that sounds like air.
And it's coming from the ceiling, where the hole is.
I'm actually
Do I
probably
have
just like,
time to move? No, if I move, the demon gets a chance at me, don't I?
If you move, he's actually prone right now, so not really, but you don't really get to move per se. Because you hear that, and Ganel, well, I should say Ganel and Grum, over that whistling, you also hear some very weird, like, almost chanting? And
I
then
don't
the
think
next...
Grum can take another person to fall on them.
I don't want another person to fall on me.
no, with my luck, this time it'll be Godric landing on my happy ass. And I'll be like, really?
Really good! You son of a bitch!
We had this talk about the meteors!
Oh, where is it? Notes.
I'm gonna heal everybody when it's my turn. But
So what happened?
that's a good question. Assuming I'm still standing, I'll be healing everybody.
Yes, that's it. Assuming you're still standing.
You know, my life's been getting cut in half pretty consistently now. I was at 76 and took half of that. Then I took half of the 78, took half. Then took half of the 36, now I'm at 18.
Yeah, I think that was where my note was.
Somewhere, it was like 72 down to 36, down to 18. I'm literally taking half my life every turn. It's pretty funny. Although, mathematically speaking, I can never die at that rate.
Mathematically speaking, what?
I won't die at that rate because eventually I'll get to the point where it rounds up and I'll just be constantly sitting at 1 if I keep taking half of my life. I'll be like, I am immortal thanks to math!
Alright.
Oh, Ainsley, that hole is way too high for that shit. Also, we're sort of in a Freddy versus Jason dream world.
Aha. So then, couple things happen. Number one, everyone make a dex save.
An hour and a half, Alex.
Usually it's about 2.5 hours, actually. Not an hour and a half.
I'm saying from now.
Oh, I see.
Are we all doing dex save?
Yep, you're all doing dex saves.
Sorry, you cut out for us. Oh, hey, I actually got a good one!
Okay. So, a couple interesting things happen.
I swear to God, if it's majors again,
If this is another, that's it. I'm just dead now.
So, Ganel, you were staring up at the hole.
I'm checking something right quick. Hold on.
What are you checking?
I think my reliable talent will connect this.
Yeah, it should.
Whenever I make an ability check, that's my proficiency bonus. I can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10, so it's going to be 19.
Okay.
As opposed
That's kind of what I figured.
to 13. So.
Okay. So, you were looking up, or Grum and Ganel, you were looking up at the hole, and you, like, hear all that, and then suddenly the noise is just gone, but there's another voice right next to you that just seems to finish stating something, and you just hear, grab onto something. As soon as that happens, you start flying upwards and manage to grab onto, like, a chunk of the ground from where Grum got meteored. And your feet are just flying straight up and you're hanging on barely.
Lovely.
Flying up so high.
Flying up so high.
We can
Grum,
fly.
you are not having as good luck. Neither are you, Broudran. You start flying towards the ceiling at a rather alarming rate.
Oh dear God.
Let's see here.
Am I gonna go through the ceiling and make like a cartoon outline of my body as I go through it?
Goofy noises. Yahoo!
Yahoo!
So wait, am I flying with Saevrick?
No,
Everyone's flying.
you're
Oh,
fine.
okay.
You're grabbing onto the ground and, like, just forcing it to not fly off.
I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Aruku seems to be, like, the same way and actually grabs onto you, Grum, and is, like, pulling you back down.
Which voice said that, by the way? I recognize which one.
You take a brief look around, and you're pretty sure it's Uranus from the one time that you saw him, but Ganel, you recognize him. Uranus is right next to you. He just appeared out of nowhere. And Broudran, as you start plummeting up towards the sky, you kind of get intercepted. You can't stay out of trouble for 5 fucking seconds, can ya?
Apparently not.
I'm gonna look over to Ruku and go, you guys really don't know how to hold back when we're around, do you?
Well, would you prefer that I let the god devil kill you? Well,
Not
not kill.
particularly.
Now, is everybody here? Haruka. I think we got them all. Ah, we fucking got them all. The devil's just flying up to the ceiling. Oh, you all are so irritating. Good thing I had enough time to set this up.
Team Demon blasting off again.
Yep, Team Devil is... Team Devil's blasting off again! Alright, so... You're all roughly in, like, the same spot, clinging onto the meteor impact site that Aruku created.
Well, those of us who didn't get flung up into the air.
Oh, Broudran's back there. Because fucking Boulder has flown his ass back. And her and Uranus just kind of looks around. Good! Now, we can quickly get out of this before A, the other one ends, and B, he comes back and figures out some other way to do this. And he just makes a couple, like, he says something in a language that you don't really understand, and then you're just somewhere entirely different.
Does it look safe?
Uranus kind of, it's Godric's house, oddly enough.
Wait, I'm in Godric's house again?
Yep. Godric's kind of like
recognize-
rushing and putting on like armor and kind of turns around here after he hears the like fall to the floor because you guys had been upright. Just turns around. Oh, you're all here. I was trying to get ready. Putting on this stuff takes a while.
I'm just gonna look at him and go, my god, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna collapse.
That hurts.
Everybody hurts.
Everybody hurts.
Everybody wants to rule the world. Ding.
By the way, while I'm laying on the ground, I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds on all of us.
Heal.
Every one of us gets 18
Heal me.
hit points back. All of us.
He's getting
That wasn't
more.
hurt, but thanks.
Well, you get it anyway, so shut your face. Shut your face.
He's
hole.
getting more bold.
I almost did more damage to myself in that fight, just trying to do as much damage as I could.
Yeah.
So where were we exactly?
You... I don't know how you got there, but you were all essentially in the first layer of hell. Somehow it's linked to your subconscious. I don't know why. Something that he planted there, no doubt.
I'm not following.
Somehow, some way, in your brief interaction previously, he apparently planted some type of command word or some other manner of thing that allowed him to just summon you there. Onto that plane. I've been trying to figure out how ever since Aruku told me that you were there. But I still have nothing because it's been about... He looks outside. 2 minutes?
perhaps we should stay here until you can figure something out then.
Possibly for a
Perfectly
while.
cozy. I'm saying that from down on the floor.
Perfectly cozy!
Hey, Godric, can you make us some tea, please? We're in your house. We're guests.
Sure!
Look,
kinda-
Vrennick has had enough, man.
He
Vrennick
kind
just wants
of
to sleep.
goes off and like seems to make a little bit of noise.
Isn't it like twice in a row that you've been assaulted in your dreams?
Yes,
There's like a lot
yes,
of
that's it.
clattering around and stuff like that, and just
And I'm gonna actually, as he comes back, when he comes back, I'm gonna jokingly look at Godric and go, "Can I just get a guest room at this rate? I mean, I keep ending up here so often."
well, he doesn't come back for a while. Uranus! Oh god, what does he need now? What? Could you come in here for a minute? Excuse me. He just goes into the other room. Well, of course you don't have fucking tea! We haven't had to drink anything for fucking 50 years!
I'm just gonna start laughing. Brian's just gonna start laughing. He's like, "This is great. This is what our life is now. This is what we do now. This is great."
Can Grum have meat instead of tea?
You have meat on you, technically.
Do I? Are we
It's-
awake now?
You don't know. They said that you went to an entirely different plane. You
Yeah,
don't know if you're
but
awake.
my meat
You don't
is
know if
on
you're
my-
still
my
dreaming.
bed.
We have no idea what's happening, so check for your meat.
Is my meat on me?
Yeah, you have all your stuff. Just like you have
Oh,
all
I
your
didn't
stuff
know.
elsewhere.
Okay, I'm gonna start eating my dream meat.
I seriously, Vrennick is just gonna lay sprawled on the floor. He's just like, "Fuck this noise. You know what? This is where I am now."
Done.
Uranus comes back a few minutes later with like a levitating tray full of drinks and is just like, here's tea.
Thank you. I'll be up there to get it in a moment.
I swear every single one of these, every single one of you, and he's looking around at the other gods, just like, every single one of you is such a complete failure. It's no wonder that we even had problems finding appropriate people to get these. See what happens when I do things? You just want things to happen naturally. No, it'll just happen. Fuck that. Now then. What?
Are we asleep or are we awake?
Technically, you're awake. Technically, you've always been awake.
Now,
Hmm.
Ross is kind of a dick, isn't he?
They're all kind of dicks.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, I never said we weren't dicks. At least I'm up front.
You know, Godric's well-meaning. He's just bumbling. No offense, Godric.
I don't know, but the path you have us taking it's.
I do not represent a bumblebee.
Vrennick's losing it now. He's like, okay,
Uranus
this
just-
is fine, just
This is my life. This is who I'm stuck with.
Oh my god.
My
Uranus
God,
leans.
ladies and gentlemen.
Uranus kind of looks at Eugenel and like telepathically is just like, "Do you see why I wanted to cut them all out? Do you see why?"
I'm just nodding.
I'm just gonna be like, my God, ladies and gentlemen, apparently, oh God, Godric.
How do you live?
Uranus, can I speak to you?
Demonic, Vranik was constant, or Vranik was like, Godric just, he's well intending, but he bumbles around. I am not a bumblebee. He's telepathically talking to you. What?
Oh, but by the way, is Katoon here?
She's actually not.
I'm gonna look at him and go, so apparently Ariza took him up on his offer.
Yes, we've heard. And Katoon is trying to fix that because she hasn't quite given it up yet, but it's not good.
Vranik's gonna look at Grum and go, Grum, how do you feel about this?
It's a lie. He's trying to lie us. He's trying to pit us against Ariza.
We don't know if there's any type of magical influence yet, because we have yet to actually be able to contact her fully. Or at least that's what Katoon says. But as of right now, it would seem willing.
Nope. Grum doesn't believe that. And then Grum keeps eating her meat.
Of course you wouldn't. Anyways, he turns back to you, Ganel, and telepathically is like, yes?
This plan of theirs isn't working. We need to speed this up. We're going to get picked apart. He doesn't take us all at once, he's just going to take us one at a time.
I've been trying to study him and figure out any type of weakness that we can exploit, any type of advantage we can give you. It's very hard because until right then, we had no idea where part of his base was. We know that one of them is in there. Doesn't really do me much good because of all the wardings around it. But we know it's there. We need to find his mortal base. The one that he operates out of on this plane. Well, not this plane, but your plane.
I suppose he's had anti-scrying wards placed.
Of course. He apparently has been planning this for quite some time. And unfortunately, whereas most of the others here seem to be denser than a thicket bush, he... This is telepathically, mind you can't hear it, and he seems to be talking about his compatriots, not you.
Okay. Well, I'll just keep eating the meat then.
He seems to be very calculating and calm and collected, like me.
Well, what of his hirelings then?
The only one that I know any monicum amount about is Lord Kildrak, and he's very, very blunt and straightforward, and really just a tool more than an underling. He spreads chaos and death, which in turn feeds his lord's souls, which feeds him power. You know, typical devil things.
But perhaps he knows where this base is at.
Oh yes, we've known where that base is at for quite some time. We just can't forcibly interact with it. You all were well on your way to the correct path. You would proceed to the crossing town, and then it would be directly east. At least that's what our scouts say. I've seen it a bit, and it does seem to be directly east, but it seems a little bit out of the way. Meanwhile, Ariza apparently is going to the north, if I remember your memories correctly.
That's the last I scried on her, yes.
And the only thing that I know to be up there is some small, strange hunting village. Seems completely normal, but I don't know why she would be going up there.
I don't know, we have to make a decision which way we want to go first.
What was that?
We'll need to make a decision which way we want to go first.
But of course. But that's a decision for all of you to make. Me personally, I would probably go after the one who's going to give your greatest enemy the greatest power that she possibly could. But she is flying, and you're walking.
Exactly. Plus we have a couple other problems.
What was that?
So plus we have a couple other problems, which is we are well underpowered for this. Which if we don't get help pushing us further.
There's only so much that the artifacts can actually do for you, sadly. They have...
if we do get pulled off again, you can't always come find us.
This is correct.
Unless you have some sort of artifact that can be made to track us.
Let's see, what can I do? All his wardings prevent any normal means of scrying, sadly. But there's one other thing that I can teach you to do, but it's very, very risky. Not simply for your own health, but for the health of everyone else.
I think we're going to perish regardless if we don't do something.
By the way, everyone else, while you're eating, they're just staring longingly at each other. Ganel and Uranus are just glaring and staring into each other's eyes.
I'm gonna look at Godric and like, is this normal for this kind of thing? Because we don't do this.
I think so. He always was kind of weird.
Yeah, so Godric, can we fix up a guest room for me? I seem to end up here all the time at this rate.
Well, with any luck, you won't really be coming back here. With any luck.
Yes, well, we see where my luck's going.
Fair.
Also, I didn't say you represented a bumblebee. I said you were at times a little bumbling.
I fail to see the difference.
A bumblebee is an insect. Bumbling means you make mistakes. There is a vast difference.
He kinda shifty eye. I don't make mistakes. That was a test. Yes.
I'm just gonna start laughing again. I'm like, oh, for pity's sake. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on everybody in the mortal realm. You just be you, Godric. It's fine.
My god, it's a dick. At least he isn't an idiot, though.
Hey, mine's a well-meaning idiot. His dishness is unintentional. Yours isn't.
Very well.
So what's the plan, people?
Uranus is still mentally communicating with Ganel. What do you know of magic?
I'm asking the other guys, like, what are we gonna do here?
Grum, Broudran, what are you guys doing? Slash
well, I
Ganel.
thought we were going after Kildrak. Isn't that the plan?
Well, lad, you can go after Kildrak. Or you could go after your old friend and try to prevent her from giving off the power to this thing. That's really up to you. Or you could turn tail and run like the little baby you are.
Alright, but explain to me, if she's flying and we're on foot, what are the chances of us being able to catch up to her?
Well, considering you technically have a way of tracking her a little bit, it's pretty good when she stops.
Broudran, is that your god Balder, who's a weird little dwarf?
I'll thank you very kindly to not call me weird or little.
Okay. My
I can see the future!
What the fuck was that?
I can
Is
see the
Lord
future.
Kildrak involved in all of this? Since we don't hear the mental thing.
Well, he's one of the underlings to whatever the fuck that thing is.
So theoretically, if he's related to whatever the hell that thing is, he might have information in his keep about more of people who are involved in this nonsense.
But we need to save Ariza first.
He
We
very
can't
well
let
might.
her get to the demon.
We
Oh,
can't-
after all that she's done for us, we're family. We're a clan.
Grum, we can't catch her.
Well, we should.
If you have a way to catch up to a bird, I am all ears.
I'm a bird!
We can go right down the road.
Right down the road!
Just kidding. That's out of character. That's out of character.
Like
Right
Grum, I'm not saying
down
we
the
abandon
road.
her. Rather, we deal with threat number one, which is closer, get him out of the way, and then we go chase her down. Because wherever she's going, we aren't going to be able to catch her, more than likely, before she does whatever the hell is happening.
But if we wait, then it'll be too late. See, that rhymed.
Quit. Yeah, why? The problem is we have to prioritize. We have a guy who can get us more information, or trying to chase her down, letting the other guy run rampant. I honestly, Fran is literally, I honestly don't know. It'd be closer to get to Kildrak, but we need to deal with the problem of the Ariza situation anyway. It's a matter of prioritizing.
Look, you're like Ariza. I consider her as my clanmate. Anything that will bad happen to her, I want to protect her. She's in danger. He did something to her. Ariza will not betray us. I refuse to believe that she willingly went after him. He has something. That she did something to her.
Broudran, Grum, you two are the ones with the stakes. Figure it out.
It's not just Grum's, it's also yours. Isn't Ariza mean nothing to you? Mean nothing to any of you?
Did I say that? I said I
Then
want
why?
to say
Then it's not just Grum's stakes, it's everyone's stakes, right?
Steaks.
Stop it!
We'll get you some food later, Broudran.
So if something happens to Grum, it doesn't matter to any of you two?
Incorrect. I'm trying to figure out the best course of action with what we have.
We also
Because
have
Broudran wants.
So let's. I need Kildrak's head. I do. But we need to be smart about this. Is there any way that we can slow her down, or find a way to speed us up to get there faster and avoid her giving her powers away or doing whatever she's doing?
Do any of you gods here have command over weather?
I do.
I do. In unison. Both Big K and friggin' Balder just, I do.
So ground her ass.
All right, Balder. So she's going north. We know she's going north. Last we checked, which implies mountainous region, lots of snow.
A little bit, yes.
Could you whip up a blizzard and keep it there on top of her?
Sadly, she's out of my jurisdiction.
Whose jurisdiction is she in?
Who was that god? I kinda lost a lot of my connections with the other gods once we, you know, stopped being gods. Full-on gods, anyway. We're only really given ownership of our little area. That's all our powers personally survey.
Okay, do any of you know who we could bother to slow her down?
My God, what are these gods for? This is out of character, not ground.
Clearly.
What are you waiting for?
Alright, could any of you teleport us in that direction?
We could, in theory, teleport all of you. We would not be able to teleport your traveling companion, friend? I don't know what you really consider him. Nuisance?
Alright. We could have him meet us at that town, that crossing town, after we get to her. Would that work for everybody?
Aye.
You would pretty much go immediately there. There is no telling him anything.
Can we not write a note and have one of you put it in his sleeping bag?
Not particularly. We could have Wilhelm, or we could have Godric try to inform Wilhelm or one of our other wards to deliver a message to him, but they'd have to find him. Pretty much how this works is we technically teleport your entire body to a different plane of existence. That means all your things, and we just work with you.
Well, Grum, Broudran, Canal.
Did you not ever find it weird that you seemed to hit the ground every time you came back?
I didn't hit the ground so much as get set on fire several times, so... well.
I'm good with that plan.
Alright, so how about we have you guys, each of you, try to send one of your people to find him. I'm certain, Aranis, you could have somebody scry where he is if we give you a good enough description of him.
Oh, I know very well what he is.
Oh, that's right, you met him. Oh yeah, that's right, you actually met him in person.
Yes.
Tell him actually to go back to Godric's vigil, so Wilhelm can keep an eye on him. How's that for a message? Everyone cool with that?
What was the message one more time?
Vranik says to go back to Godric's vigil and we will meet him there eventually.
Is that all it's gonna say?
We're going after Ariza.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what it's gonna say. Short and to the point.
Alright.
Alright, does that work for everybody?
Yep.
You all just love causing me more work, don't you? Aranis speaks up.
I'm gonna look right at him and say, we're trying to clean up this mess. I don't want to hear it. We need all the help we can get so we can do what you all need us to do.
So, where are we teleporting you?
Ganel, can you try to scry on her and see if you can get a basic description of where she is right now? So we can give them a description? Or better yet, if he scries, Aranis, if he scries, can you look at what he sees?
Oh, I roughly see what he sees, yes.
Okay, so, scries, you pick out where it is, you tell the rest of them, and we all get ported right on top of her.
Question is it going to work on this plane?
It will for me.
I'll give it a go then.
Ingram, be ready to tackle her.
I'm gonna like crack my knuckles.
Same thing with Broudran, be ready to tackle her. You, Broudran, you aim for the knees.
She's
You
a
have a low
tiny
center of gravity.
thing. If we both tackle her, that's it. We break her in half.
I'll fix her.
Alright,
Stopping her from being stupid.
yeah. So he kind of makes a couple gestures and says a few things in a language that you again don't understand. And just... Well, she's still flying. Oh, also, before we keep going with this, Ganel, you and Uranus had been having mental communications while all this bullshit was going on. What was the last part? Too many convos.
We talked about it making an artifact.
Oh, yes, it wasn't making an artifact for that. It's like, I can't really make anything for that, but I have something that might technically help, at least to break the wards in a spot so that I can see through it. How much do you know of the arcane arts?
I know nothing of the arcane arts.
Of course you don't. Now, what I'm going to teach you to do, and I'm going to, rather than have a massive demonstration here in Godric's house, which I'd really prefer to avoid, I'm going to go ahead and just send you a mental image of how this is supposed to work, and it should be fine. Now, essentially, what this will do is just get rid of any type of magic or anything else in whatever you place this bubble around. Now, aside from the possible repercussions that this will have on your body, it will cause your objects to stop working while you're in it. So don't put it on yourself, if you can help it.
Understood.
He sends you the imaging for it. You now know how to cast Anti-Magic Shell once per day.
Nice.
Noi.
Time to pick up rocks. Why are you picking up rocks? Now I'm confused.
He says it's a secret, and then he went inside the bathroom.
It's a secret. Stay away from the chamber pot of secrets. Alright. So that's that. Then we're having this conversation. Well, she's still flying. And she's still heading towards that tiny hunting village. If you want, I can try to drop you off there, although I don't know that that's necessarily the end destination, but that's where she's heading currently.
How far away is the location?
From where you had been, or from here?
No, from where she is currently.
Oh, probably about a day's travel for her.
So why don't we just bamf through this village?
Setting up an ambush.
If that is what you wish. Although how you intend to catch a bird is kind of beyond me, but sure. I'm sure Broudran will do something about that.
Well, I can control the weather. push her to get down, I guess, or I can use gust of wind,
I can just shoot her down.
or you can just shoot her down,
Or you can just fly.
or I can just
Shoot kill.
See, what I figure is you teleport us literally in front of her. He feather falls us because we know he can, and then he flies and grabs the damn bitch. And then we bring her to the ground.
Well, I could try that. Mind you, I'm pretty good at what I do, but there's still a chance every time that I send you somewhere that you're all going to end up somewhere entirely not intended. And it'll be on the same elevation.
You can still feather fall.
Fair enough. If you wish, I can try to do that.
Okay, what are y'all's opinions of being teleported midair?
I'm not a fan of it.
I'm okay with that.
I am hurting. I don't think I can stop Ariza dead.
Well, I'm also hurting, so if we get into the village, then we need a way to track her in animal form consistently.
I can take her down.
Not the way you've been rolling tonight, though.
Oh, no.
LOLs! Throwing shade.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a press F right there.
Oh!
Sav just got slayed.
Super slayed. He might even be a Wilson.
well, whatever you guys plan, I don't care as long as we're going after Ariza. Because really, we really need to focus on family, on friends before vengeance. You know, this is our friend. This is Ariza. So however you guys do it, let's just go ahead and do it.
I promise that if we knock her unconscious, I will keep her alive. But I need you
Well,
to
we will
restrain
keep her alive. There's no question.
There is no question.
Unless she tries to
Only
kill you.
answers.
She's not gonna try to kill me.
No, well, I would like to put the emphasis, however, on Trigram. I don't think Ariza could take any of us down.
If we have to, we're gonna tie her down, and then we're gonna shake the nonsense out of her.
See, Saevrick, the problem here is she might be too high for you to shoot.
You have spells too.
My spells don't reach as far as your arrows do.
I can shoot pretty damn far.
Yeah,
Can't
my
like
max
Broudran
range is
like
like 150.
fly and chase her?
He can, but I don't think he can outpace her. Birds have really high flight speeds. He doesn't.
Shit.
He moves 25 feet.
She's probably going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of about 60.
Why don't you just
Yeah.
fall out of the sky and just cast meteor swarm on her ass? It's not gonna miss.
Rain death down upon
And
thee!
she'll be in beast form, she'll just turn back to her normal self and plummet.
Yeah, the problem is my head's liable to explode. I tried using my spirit guardians and nearly killed myself. And meteor swarm is worse. So look, let's get to the village, and we'll just have Ganel track her, and the instant because she's liable to stop in that village, at least for supplies, we can ambush her.
Okay, that sounds good. Sounds like a good plan.
What supplies is she going to need?
I think the plan here is, well, I don't know. Water, I don't know.
No, I
Teleport
want
us
you to
to
think.
the damn-
Yeah, as I'd say, in character, I want you to think about this because you have been traveling with her. You know what type of supplies she would theoretically need and what she wouldn't.
Yeah, it's
You just need berries and that's it.
the problem
she
is
doesn't need that,
I've
she can
got
make
no
them.
other idea. It's maybe she'll want to get warm. I don't know. Our
She's
best shot's that
self-sufficient.
damn town. Yeah, that's the problem. We're trying to catch a bird in flight who is self-sufficient. We can get ahead of her and then maybe track where the hell she's going. That's the best idea I've got.
Probably for the best.
I mean, if she gets over the town, maybe if Broudran's feeling up to it, we can try to get him to control weather and push her down from the sky with a hurricane or something crazy.
Wait. What if you teleport right and I see her? If I maze her, no, that's gonna kill me too, though.
You also need to have enough range. Maze has a range. As a bird, there's a good chance she's gonna be way too high.
No, like can't Broudran like feather fall us?
Yeah, that's if we get teleported into midair. That was the plan, is he feather falls.
Yeah, like...
Because then we're not impacting the ground no matter what happens. We're not going to die from the falling. Because, Broudran, you can feather fall infinitely, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so there's literally no threat of death from the fall. The trick is getting in the air and trying to stop her through all the means available. I mean, Ganal, you could probably still shoot her while falling, am I correct?
We'll see why not.
Yeah, you can shoot her.
But I can try.
I mean, I've got enough oomph. I can do some painful things if I have to up in the air, but I'd rather not.
Well, we need to ground her. No matter what, we need to ground her.
Yeah, step 1 is grounding, step 2 is restraining. I can keep her alive, that's not a problem. She ain't
We have to prepare for the worst in this. I know Grum doesn't want to hear that, but there's a chance that she might not be on our side and she may attack us.
If it comes to that, we'll figure it out.
We can't hold punches.
Step 1 is... I'm gonna look at you now and go, I can't hold my punches. It's not an option. If I shoot to kill. I don't have another setting.
I don't have a phaser set to stun.
I'm gonna look at Kildrak and go, you know, Kildrak understands. I don't really have a non-lethal
Is there
option.
a way that they can teleport us directly on her, so that way we have a chance of nabbing her?
As he said before, like, even with the teleportation and stuff like that, there's a slight chance that you'll end up just somewhere not quite on target. So trying to pinpoint a moving object to calculate in the distance that you would fall to do that is, like, astronomically slim.
Basically, we're going to try to thread the needle, get as close to her as possible. So we're probably going to want to go in front of her flight path. I mean, you can try mazing her. That's probably another good option, but the problem with that is she'll just pop right back up where she left.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, well, let's do that then.
Like I said, if necessary, Gal's got the best shot of least knocking her unconscious. And then once she's unconscious, Broudran can just fly and grab her. Hopefully.
As long as Ganal doesn't kill her.
Okay, so you're all going.
We're gonna do this insane ass shit. Why not?
I mean, worst comes to worst. I mean, we have a cleric in the party.
Yes, I can prepare. He's dead. I'm actually gonna say that loud and say, by the way, Grum, she ain't gonna stay dead if I kill her. I can literally bring back the dead.
I don't want to hurt her.
I mean, you can probably.
Well, she's not giving us much of an option being a bird in the air, now is she?
Let's just do this.
I mean, if all else fails, Grum, animate some objects and make them attack her. That'll hold her in place.
Oh yeah.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Let me go ahead and.
I'm gonna get a handful of 10 coins out and be like, I got this too.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and get some coins then.
So me and you, Grum, will animate objects and sick them on her. Ganal, shoot her. Broudran, the instant she looks like she's stuck moving, You fly yourself and grab her, but Featherfall the instant we're in the air, alright?
Yep.
Alright. This is crazy. I want everyone to know this is crazy. Godric, it's been a pleasure if I don't survive this, sir. God help me. Godric help me.
Alright, if you're sure. Hunting village it is.
Press F for respect.
This is the kind of shit that good stories for D&D are made of. I just want to say that. This is the kind of insane shit that makes a good story.
What crazy ass plan can we come up with? Assassination shot prepared. Preparing to launch tactical nuke.
Hey man, you kill her, I'll bring her back. That's fine. I don't care.
This is the easiest way to get her down and secure. Come on, go. There's no fucking around. We just do it quick, simple.
All right. So he says a couple more words that you don't know, makes a couple gestures, and there's a brief flash of light, and you're kind of on the outskirts of a really, really small town. Everyone make a con save.
Oh God, no!
My best save.
Oh, 20, why couldn't you be on the other side of that?
Why couldn't you be on the other side? I don't see this plan blowing up in their faces at all.
Yes. Perfect as usual.
Alright, Grum and Broudran, you're fine. Broudran, you've grown up in, you know, mountainous areas and been up higher on the mountain. You're pretty fine. Ganel and Vrennick, it's cold as shit! Like, really fucking cold. There's snow on the ground.
Good thing we're in the air.
If I have time, I'm hot flame shielding myself.
Yeah,
Body temperature.
Ah, fire! Ah.
I will warm myself up, and then if I have time, I'll hit Ganel with it too.
Yeah, you hit it, and Ganel's just kind of like, this is not the forest.
Wait, I thought we're supposed to be in the air.
Air is so cold in the mountains.
I thought you guys were going to the village to set up shop, or were you trying to launch directly in front of her?
We were trying to do the teleport in air insanity.
Oh, teleport in the air insanity. Okay, rewind.
Which still involves the cold.
Let me double check this and see how bad it is. Alright. Do perception real quick, everyone. All your con saves still matter, but...
Well, that's better.
That is a lot better.
I'm assuming, by the way, that it did not count as sleep, so I don't get spells back or healed. Am I correct?
There's my
Correct.
20.
Okay, so everybody sees this. So you're in luck. You see a bird, and it seems to be flying north. You're pretty sure it's Ariza because you vaguely recognize the type of bird, Ganel, because you actually managed to get like a good look at it from up in the middle of the air. The problem is you're about like 150 feet above it. And you start plummeting as it keeps flying forward.
Okay.
Featherfall.
That's the plan!
I'm gonna cast Featherfall on everyone.
Do you want to do that yet?
No, not yet. We
No.
have to do as close as we can to her.
Don't do it yet, Broudran. Do it when we get about level with her.
You gotta do the like pull the chute at the last second moment, Broudran. You gotta.
Yeah, but there's a thing here. So we are above her, yes. But if I want to be able to go and catch up to her, if you guys miss, then I need to fly towards her now.
Yes, but Featherfall is a reaction that I'm pretty sure has a pretty damn good range.
Okay.
Let me double check. I could swear though.
Featherfall's range is 60 feet.
60?
60.
So yeah, considering you're probably going to be going at an angle to get to her, they'll still be well within range. So you can wait a round.
Okay. I'm gonna go in like backup position so that if they miss, I'll have another chance, but stay within range so I can cast Feather.
Okay. Real quick, just go ahead and make initiative rolls just so I can see who goes in what order.
I'm gonna roll 2 since I get advantage.
Yep.
Oh, that doesn't fucking matter.
Well, it matters. It's a little bit better. Alright, so Grum is going to be going first.
Okay, well, I have my coins with me. Oh, should I start sending my coins towards her?
Yes, we need to get everything we can to just harass the shit.
How are you going to animate them? Like, what are you doing specifically? Because I know you have to pull them out, but how are you going to be, like, handling the coins?
Me and her had them in our hands before we teleported.
Is your hand open?
No, I thought I already animated it. No,
No, we just had them, like, in our
yeah,
closed
okay,
fist.
yeah, I had it in my hands. My coin.
How are you animating them? While they're in your closed fist, or?
Probably should I just chuck it, chuck it down?
So, animate object within range.
Oh no, I know how the spell works. I'm curious, like, thematically how she's doing it.
Should I just chuck it towards her? Okay, I'm gonna chuck those coins.
Okay.
And exactly that.
You chuck them, and they start kind of scattering. Are you chucking them down or up?
We're above her, so
We're
straight
above her, so I'm
down.
chucking it down.
Okay. You chuck
And
down.
And as I see that it's getting close to whatever that range, then I'll start to animate them. And
Okay.
She can animate them anytime within 120 feet of her, apparently.
Yep. So you chuck them down, and pew! Now you just got some coins spinning and dangling all over the place in the air.
yeah, and basically commanding them to
Are you
hit
actually?
her. Yep.
Are you animating them right now, or are you waiting?
You want to wait until the coins get within like 20
I'm
feet
waiting
of her.
until it gets I'm waiting until it gets that far, so that way it gets
Okay.
so they get time to catch up.
Okay. So you check them down. Next, we're dealing with Vranik.
I'm going to toss my 10 coins at an angle, or try to throw them at an angle straight in front of where she's going.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dex check real quick.
Best roll.
Best.
Yes.
Best roll.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at how shit I'm rolling. This is great. Because it's the same as my dex check. I don't have bonuses to it other than plus one.
You kind of chuck them, and they don't really travel very far in that direction. They're kind of just to your side and like falling at the same rate you are now.
Would that be a move action to chuck them?
I mean, you could try to like direct yourself in the air first.
Oh no, I'm asking because if she's within 120 feet of me right now, and they don't look like they're going the right way, I'm considering sunbeaming.
I'd probably say that it was a bonus action to chuck them because it's not particularly much when you already have them in your hand to just be like, meh.
Is she within 100? Well, actually, I don't think it's 120. Let me look. I think it's 60.
I think it's 60 as well, because Sunbeam is strong, but it ain't that strong. 60-foot line, so yeah. You cannot deliver the ray of God to them yet.
No, and there's no solid surfaces, so that's annoying. Alright, that's it for me as we fall.
Okay, Gunnell!
Oh my god, he's got a nutty sharp.
I can't really do anything while we're free falling.
You could try to take a shot.
Yeah, hard to shoot a bow when you're free falling like that.
Yeah, it's pretty hard, but you're gonna suffer disadvantage, but still.
Take a shot.
I'm not gonna do a naughty shot though.
Nice.
And the question is she surprised?
You're pretty sure.
Okay. It's considered a critical hit then.
Yep, go ahead and roll all of it.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah, oh sweet baby Jesus is right.
Because apparently if she's surprised, it counts as a critical.
Yep.
What did that not roll?
And he gets a sneak attack damage.
Because you did the slash in the wrong
Spade.
spot.
Yes, I did.
So, yeah, he's going to do a whole lot real
Reddit
fast.
slash 1d8 plus 12d6. Let's go. I'm sure it exists somewhere.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ah!
He just did 54 to her in one single shot.
Jesus.
Normal
What's
shot.
her fucking HP as a bird?
As a bird, not very much.
Probably
So
like one.
you're like struggling with the bow, you know, like the wind pressure and stuff. Pull it back, shake, 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 shake. Pew! Shook! Directly into the hawk body. And immediately turn back. There's an arrow in an arm of a robe or of a water-cloaked tiefling thing just falling from the sky.
Just let her fall.
Just let her fall.
I'm gonna cast Feather Fall on everyone.
You're not close enough.
Okay, I'm gonna fly in range and I'm gonna cast Feather Fall on everyone.
Okay. Here's the thing. Terminal velocity is faster than your fly speed. And you are still way too far out. You can feather fall all your buddies.
So what this means is she's going to hit the ground and go splat.
Yeah, but you can just bring her back.
Bah!
I guess we'll bring her back.
I'm going to need a diamond.
Okay.
A 300 gold diamond, just for the record.
I love how Shell's just freaking out like, what the fuck?
No, we're supposed to injure her, not kill her.
We just gotta get to her within a minute.
What the actual fuck?
Wait, let's just keep falling. Let's just keep falling until...
Our fall speed's going to match her fall speed.
Yeah. Wait. So we're not gonna be able to catch up.
No.
Shit!
Terminal velocity. We can't fall any faster. And I'm going to have to probably use Raise Dead, which means I'm going to need a 500 gold diamond. But thankfully it has like within a 10-day time span, so we'll be fine. On the plus side, she won't be getting away.
So I'm gonna be casting Featherfall on, well,
On us. Yes, on us.
Not
Well,
Ariza is not my buddy, but Ariza is currently far and dead.
Press F in YouTube
Wait.
chat to pay respect.
Press F in YouTube chat, please.
What's her range?
What do you mean range?
Like, how far was she?
She's 120 feet away from us right now.
This maze has a range.
Every spell has a range.
It does have
Maze
quite a
range is
range.
60 feet.
Shit! I was gonna maze her and then when she pops back up, then we can
Unfortunately, my version of Maze Banishment, which I do have prepared, only has a range of 60 feet, so I can't even nail her with it.
Oh my god!
I don't want to see the damage roll, Virus. I want to see that damage roll.
Well, here's the thing. Because she was probably like, I don't know, she was probably like 150 feet up. But, she starts... Actually, hang on, who was next? So Broudran was next, and he starts flying towards her after feather falling all of you. Suddenly, she kind of turns down towards the ground, and just a weird, like, slope of ice kind of just spirals up. And she lands onto that. I'll still roll the damage for everyone, but it's not going to be as much.
Wait, what? What?
Oh, she's making herself a little slide, but she's still gonna hit hard.
God damn it!
See, it was only 22.
Then there's another problem. Hang on. And I'm going to make this, for everyone to see. She'll probably be fine, but let's just see. Yeah, she's fine. So yeah, she hits that fucking shit really, really hard and just and starts sliding down.
I'm going to scream as loud as I can. If you move, I will hurt you further.
I'm gonna say, shut up, Ariza, don't leave!
So I'm still flying towards her, right?
Yeah, you're still flying towards her. She's not going as fast down the slide because it kind of has to, like, wind around. Well, not really wind around, but it's
grab her
slanted.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to intercept her. I want to pick her up and then cast Featherfall and slowly fall to the ground with her in my arms.
You're not going to be able to catch her. You're just catching up. Because she is still going down, and you can move, like, what, 50 feet total per round? If you, like, full move?
Am I close to her to cast Featherfall on her? Is that gonna slow her down?
She's already on ground, technically. She's not falling. She's literally sliding down. She made a giant ice slide. You all saw the cloak kind of, like, illuminate for a second.
Alright, in that case, I'm just gonna land as close to her.
Grab her, sorry ass.
Captain Insano.
Then grab her.
She probably reaches the ground when you're about, like, 50 feet up, so you'll technically have a chance to, like, run into her and maybe try to start catching up.
I just want to grease her up with my lard. Make sure she doesn't escape. Because I still do have a glass. I have a glass jar of lard, Griffin lard.
Griffin grease.
She's gonna slip everywhere.
Oh, also. She also takes 11 points of damage from like the impact from sliding because she was still going pretty fast.
Grab her. She's weak
So
and small.
She is
If
prone.
you can't hold her, I'll be upset.
Ah.
If I'm close enough while I'm falling, I could wall of stone. Wall of stone is 120 feet. I can trap.
You could theoretically try to wall of stone in... Yeah, at about that time you'd probably be able to wall of stone.
I'm surprised
Ringer.
she's still conscious.
Yeah, she's still conscious.
They have a D8 hit die. Druids do. They're like me. I have a lot of
She
hit
took
points open.
54, which whatever the bird minus that would carry over, right? Another 22.
I think
and
they
another
do.
11.
I was gonna say, I think they do carry over, actually. So, 54...
I believe any hit point damage in excess of her form does carry over to her existing, but the bird probably still had like 20-ish, probably 15 to 20.
Well, whenever it's my turn, I'll wall of stone.
Yeah,
her.
she's not looking so hot.
Well, I think Grum said when the instant she's getting in range, she's gonna ring her in a wall of stones so she ain't going nowhere. I was gonna say, Grum, if you didn't do that, I'd ring her ass in a wall of fire.
No, stop it! We were meant to just injure her, and that's it.
The ring of fire. The ring of fire.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
Oh
I thought
my.
you were gonna sunbeam her.
Yeah, she's definitely not in the best of shapes.
Good! Let's keep her that way and keep her fucking held. Yeah, so who's up next?
Okay, that would probably be... Let's see, it would go that. She was sliding. We'll say it's Grum again. You're about 120 feet in the air, kind of just floating down.
I'm gonna wall of stone and... Okay, wall of stone. Can I... Here's a dumb question. Can I
Your
make
sad face,
a
Zeus.
stone like bird cage trap her to the ground?
You could try. I believe they get a dex save to get out of it if you try to encapsule them.
Do they?
It's best just to put up some walls.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you actually try to, like, entirely cut them off, they get a, like, fuck that shit and get out of the way type thing.
Ah, frick. Okay, so if I just make just like a curve, like, you know, just still have... I'm trying to see the best way to trap her.
Well, you have 100 and... How big of the max, like, range that you can create?
Here.
I will build a wall.
So you have 10 10-foot by 10-foot panels.
Yep.
So you could create...
You
You basically could create like a big fence around her, Jan. So you're not going to encapsulate her. So you're going to encapsulate her, but basically put her in like a big old fenced-in room.
Yeah, but she can still fucking fight, so what's the point?
Because the instant she tries to start flying, Ganel will shoot her again.
Now, here's a very important question. If she could
We
still
only
fly,
have to
why wouldn't
drop
she go
her
back to
out of her
flying?
journey. I'm sorry, what?
If she could still fly, why wouldn't she have just gone immediately back to flying rather than creating the ice slide?
Okay. All right. Then I'll do that then. Charge, make her build her own wall and charge her for it.
God damn it. Alright. So how are you setting up the wall?
Like it's just like a square fence around her.
So what, 20 by 20 by 20?
So she's got 10-foot blocks. So
Yeah.
she could do 2, 4, 6, 8. So yeah, it'd be 20 by 20 by 20 by 20. Be a 20 by 20 cube. Which is, she doesn't have to use all the blocks.
Yeah. It's huge. Fool, you activated my trap card. Wall of stone allows me to block your escape in any way I see fit. God damn it. Alright.
They kind of did.
Yeah. Alright, so you block her off. That's Grum's turn as you kind of drift slowly down. Now it will be Vranik.
I'm just keeping a close eye on her. If she starts trying to do something, I will react. Because how far away am I from her now?
About 120 feet-ish, roughly. Little bit less. Like 115.
Alright. I don't really have anything I think I can reach her with. Unless I vomited well, no, I vomit lightning now, so that won't work.
Bah! Ganel!
Basically the same thing. Just have my bow ready to take her out if she tries to get away.
Broudran!
I'm still falling, am I?
You're flying. You've been flying.
Yes, I'm just slowly landing close to
Tackle her.
yeah, I'm gonna tackle her.
Dive tackle! Monday fun day! Yeah! Alright, so go ahead and make your athletics check. And oh good lord, is this going to be hilarious. We'll make D&D great again.
I swear to God, Broudran, if she beats you, I'm gonna laugh.
So you go to tackle and grapple her. Mind you, she's on the ground currently. She's like prone, just and you come diving in, trying to like, I'm a bear hug you. And you go to grab onto her, and she freaks out, and just flips you off of her. Kind of deflects you immediately into the wall, and you're like upside down, flat against the wall, just slowly kind of sliding down.
It was only coming to grease you up.
Inara.
Lard.
Who's Inara? Welcome, by the way, Raymond. I don't know, someone in chat was like, I didn't know Inara was guest starring.
Oh.
But yeah. You're slowly sliding down the side of the wall. Everyone else in the air can see this because there's not really much else. Oh, also about this time, Grum, Vrennick, you can kind of see your coins get indented into the ground.
That's fine. They were just copper. If I lose 10 copper, I lose 10 fucking copper.
For the cringe. What cringe? You mean the cringe from Saevrick? Because he cringes over Dragon Ball FighterZ every single time it gets mentioned. Hey guys, did I mention that I'm really looking forward to Dragon Ball FighterZ?
Virus me. We just need a picture of Virus with, looking for to Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Oh, no, hang on, I got the better one. Do the Willy Wonka meme, just, so... Alright. So, Ariza kind of gets up. Ow! And just for the sake of it... Come on.
I think we're just gonna wait until we land.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, she healed a bit.
Keep trying to grab her, Broudran, every round.
What the hell is your problem?
That's much better.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you kind of like bounce off the wall and just tackle. And this time you actually grab her. Ah! What's wrong with you? First you shoot me out of the sky, now you're trying to just grab me.
Just wanted to large you up. No, I'm kidding.
Got a little creepy there.
I need an adult. I am an adult.
Grease me up, woman.
What the fucks?
What the fuck?
Look, I know y'all are angry, but you need to knock this shit off. Get the fuck off me.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Just wait till we all land. This all be good.
Struggle, struggle, struggle.
We're just waiting.
Do another athletics, Broudran. Struggle, 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 struggle.
Nice.
You're managing to keep like the grip, even though she's really like wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. All right. Oh, actually, she probably would do that. Nah, we'll say she wouldn't. All right, so next round, you guys are almost on the ground.
Oh, we're just waiting to land.
Yeah, Broudran, I'm assuming you're just hanging tight.
I'm just hanging tight.
Go make another athletics.
Hanging tough.
Hanging tough. It ain't quite enough. Dragon bombs. Alright, no. You're managing to keep a hold of her. You all land. You're probably about, like... You're actually on the other side of the wall. Because you had been falling straight down. She was over, like, that way.
Hey, Grum, can you drop the wall now?
Okay, I'll drop the wall.
That's all.
Drop it like Merlin. Wait there.
Let's go ahead and just surround her and eye her like angry parents.
No gangbanging.
Whoa. What about with Lard?
And one more athletics. Just for the sake of it. Broudran. Okay, yeah, you're fine. Get the fuck off me! Just... I gotta go! Fuck, bitch.
Am I close enough?
Fuck off me!
You ain't gotta be a bitch. Bitch.
Am I close enough to get to Ariza?
You can get there in your next turn, yeah.
Am I within 120 feet of any of the coins that fell?
Oh, they're basically like right where you are. They're like embedded in the ground.
I'm animating 10.
Well, I can't do your voice, Shell. I haven't bothered to try. And I'm having to today. So, you know what? Ariza is now a valley girl.
For this moment.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm animating.
Fuckers.
Why y'all gotta be a bunch of fucking assholes? Jesus Christ.
Like, why are you shooting at me?
Like, oh my
Are you
god.
shitting at me?
I was just
Why are you
flying
shitting
in
at
the
me, you
air.
bitches?
Like, you have
Come
to
on,
talk like
bitches.
everything's a question. Like everything's a
Oh my
question. Like
God.
I'm just flying in the air, and then you shoot at me.
I was just minding my business.
Oh my god.
Just minding my
Oh my
business.
god.
What the
But yeah,
fuck?
I'm going to animate 10 of the coins the instant I can.
No.
Just like, and I'm going to command the coins to, if she tries to go past me, to assault her. I'm going to do that verbally. If she tries to get away, coins attack.
Coins, they attack, they protect, and they also defend. New Ariza is best Ariza. Look, you didn't all have to be a bunch of bitches about it.
You didn't tell anyone what you were doing.
Is it my
It's
turn?
personal.
I'm just gonna say, Grub, it's all yours. Have fun with this. I'm watching her with the coins.
You're what?
I'm watching her with the coins.
Oh, I thought you said you were whacking her with the coins, and I'm like, what the fuck?
No, I don't want to do 10d 4 points of damage to her yet.
Looks like one of the weigh-ins from the White Chicks. All right. So, Grum, what are you doing?
I'm gonna give her a hug. I'm gonna hug her along with Broudran.
10d4 plus 40? What?
10 coins. Each coin does 1d4 plus 4.
I'm gonna hug
Okay.
her with my arrow.
Yes. Animate objects on tiny coins is really scary. It's
Yeah.
a lot of angry things. I basically am surrounded by buzzing bees.
So what were you doing, Grum? I got distracted by that math. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
I'm gonna hug Ariza along with Broudran. Sir, why Ariza? Why you leave? Why you leave Grum?
Can we put me down, please? Fuck! I'm getting crushed!
This isn't Ariza. Ariza will always love Grum hugs. And then
Bitch, I love you, but I'm getting crushed. I can't breathe.
Oh. Well, we can hold one arm. Like I'll hold one arm and then Broudran, you'll hold the other arm.
Yeah, as soon as you back off a bit, she kind of like. So are you actually letting her down, Broudran?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to kind of. I'm not trying to hurt her. I just don't want her to leave.
Don't leave me.
You can hold one, like you can hold on to her other arm and then I'll hold on to the other, so that way she can't leave. Otherwise, she'll break her. She'll break her arms.
If she tries to leave, I'm going to stick the coins on her.
You guys have such a fascination with breaking people's limbs.
It's an effective method of stopping people.
And then healing them back so that you can break them again.
Well, I mean, I can heal. It's a perfectly viable system.
Alright.
Put my bow away and draw my short sword and walk towards them. Giving her a very stink eye.
He had a way to find my parents.
So you just decided to piss all over everything that we've done together?
Do you know how long I've searched for them? Do you know everything else I've done to try to find them? This is the only lead I've had in forever.
What about your fucking family that's here right now? You turned your back on all of us.
But I need to know where I came from. I need to know why they abandoned me. I
put my sword
I
away.
need to know.
Turn my back on her. You should just let her fucking die and walk away.
No. No.
She's starting to tear up a bit.
We'll find them, Ariza. We'll find them together. Do not abandon us like your parents abandoned you.
Oh god, my parents!
Besides, what if the demon, you know, is lying? What if he led you to somewhere else? He doesn't care about you finding your parents. He just wants your power. But we care for you. And we'll be there. Through thick and thin.
Other than, you know, I think he's done.
I'm gonna walk up to Ariza, look at her, and go, "You could have told us what you were doing. It's going to take a whole lot to earn that trust, and so help me, if you try to run off again, I'll personally kill you myself."
Hey, don't do that.
Let's see here. Ariza's gonna will remember this.
You don't say that to her.
You deal with her. She could have told us all of this. Instead, she runs off, leaves us with worry, running off to a guy who clearly does not wish anybody in this world any possible good, because he's tried to harm us multiple instances now. And then, all because she wants to know where her parents are when she could have just asked us to help her find them once all this is over. She was attempting to take the easy way out and abandon us. So I'm willing to give her another shot, but if she does it again, and she endangers the rest of the world doing it, I will put a stop to it. And then Franix will lean down and look at her and go, do you understand that?
She had started crying a little bit ago, into Grum's shoulder.
Oh, I'm gonna start petting her hair.
Grum, you keep an eye on her. And I'm gonna walk off.
If you ever fucking cross me again, I will end you.
Thanks, friend.
Are you gonna do the taken speech? Like you have a particular set of skills?
I have a particular set of skills. I will find you.
Oh, I'll find her just because I have a personal connection to my god. He'll be like, she's over there. Thank you. Let's go kill her.
I'm gonna tell Ariza, yeah, don't abandon us. You don't be like your parents. Your parents don't love you. Like, we love you.
But
We love you
guys,
so much,
maybe they
we
do
love
love
you
me
so
and they
much.
just had to abandon me because reasons, and I need to know why. I need to know why.
But we all know about that. You know the demon is not gonna give you the right answer. He just wants that power. He doesn't care for you. He doesn't care for any of us. It may
know
be
he doesn't care
some
about me.
other weird demons is gonna pretend that's your parents.
I know he doesn't care about me, but I figure if I give him the thing, then he won't have any reason to try to kill me. I mean, once I give it to him, why would he care?
Demons and devils don't work on logic.
Well,
I was about to say, Vranik, real quick, because of your study, you do know that devils are still technically out to corrupt, like, souls and shit like that, but they do work on a train of logic. They'll do everything they can to corrupt it, but they're still technically lawful. Demons, on the other hand, are just consume everything.
She doesn't need to know that.
I know, I'm letting you know. They will fuck you. Over. Ariza seems depressed. So what now?
No one else is gonna give her nice comforting words besides Crow.
Maybe Broudran. Vranik is aggravated.
Ganel disapproves of this choice.
Oh. Well, I'm a bit pissed in character because we were on our way to go and kill Kildrak, which is, what I really want to do, like now and forever. So we saved her, yes, we prevented, her powers from being whatever happened to whoever. But I'm a little disappointed that we are far from Kildrak now.
Yeah, you're... Judging from how they had worded it, you're pretty far from Kildrak now. And it's her fault. How dare you prevent me from spilling his blood?
Pretty much. So I'm gonna side with Ganel. I don't want to harm her, but right now I'm very disappointed in her choices.
Lady, I am disappointed. Alright. Well, we'll leave it at Ariza crying into Grum's shoulder then. And we'll continue next week and find out what the fuck everyone's gonna do from here.
Did we
We're
level up
gonna
to
go
12?
kill Kildrak.
No.
Just checking.
Well, that's all for now, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed so much emotion! And I'll be back on Wednesday with the stream of a robot named Fight, and the review for that is going up tomorrow. Oh. Be sure to check both those out.
The meat
Fear the meat plague! It's gonna be awesome. Alright. I will catch you all later. Thanks for stopping by, and as always, keep gaming.